Elkin, 0 to 10, how strong is this case for prosecutors?
I think it's a solid 5. I mean, they do have the 2 witnesses that ID'd this woman buying a clown suit, and another witness IDing her buying balloons that were found at the scene. So now, close to 30 years later, they've got some DNA. The major struggle they're going to have is that it's 30 years. So how good are those other 2 witnesses going to be with respect to their identification? So I'd give it a solid 5.
Joseph Lowe.
Yeah, I'd give it a 6. And the reason why I'm going to a little bit more is because it just looks bad. I mean, that's a really good story for the prosecution. They get to talk about a gal who is so committed to the idea of being with a man, which maybe is a little extreme, that she was willing to kill for him. And it just so happens that the killer ended up marrying, the widower or the supposed widower, who, by the way, is an absolute con man when it comes to his own business. That just looks bad. In fact, if you tell me anything else after I hear those facts, I'm already trying to find a way to get these people to look guilty. It's the way our human psyche works. So 6, but a good defense lawyer is going to objectively point out a lot of the problems, and that DNA evidence you're going to find out about, you're going to hear that it's not solid. Otherwise, they'd have tested it a long time ago.
Renee Hill.
Yeah, I'm going with a 5. I'm going with a 5 here. The length of time that has gone by is certainly detrimental to the prosecution. That's why it's a cold case. 30 years, you lose a lot of evidence during that time period. So it is circumstantial. They do have some witnesses that will testify, but whether their memories are really as good as the prosecution would want them to be, all of that is going to be picked apart. So it's going to be difficult for them. They have some scraps they can work with, and but it's certainly not a lock. I think it's coming right down the middle, and it can go either way.
If I'm on the jury, I want to hear from one person, Michael Warren, the husband